and we are live on YouTube for Flash Fight Night 8. Zombie Jones taking on Grena Inoue for our first Friday card. And we are about to get underway for the undercard. Sorry for the delay. We've just had issues with fighters not turning up. So we're just going to be trying to get a replacement in as quickly as possible, and then we get the show underway. Good card. 7 fights, and hopefully they're all going to be really good fights. Abdul-Jabbar versus Perez is a great fight. 3-1, 1 KO, taking on 4-1, 3 knockouts. Liam Sin making his return after his IRL issues. He's 2-0 with 1 knockout, taking on Camilo Cruz, making his debut in the co-main event. And then we move on to the main event. Grena Inoue 1-0 versus Zombie Jones. They have fought in prospects when Zombie was Bear Hunter, and Bear Hunter took the knockout dub when Grena was just a beast. So let's see if the time and experience will give Zombie Jones an advantage. He's been fighting more on Flash, but he's making his debut with Zombie Jones as a new lightweight fighter. Can he climb the rankings, become the next lightweight champion? But again, we're still waiting for a replacement opponent, so I do apologize for this. Trying to get as quickly as possible. Trying to get it done as quickly as possible. And then we move on to the big fights. And tomorrow night we've given you two events. Flash pay-per-view vibe. Ricardo Hernandez taking on Jakur Stevenson in a triple belt clash. You don't want to miss it. These guys have been talking so much here. Ricardo knocked out his brother. Knocked out Jakur's brother in 2 rounds. They have yet defended their titles. Jakur with the WBC and the WBA title. Ricardo Hernandez with the WBO title. Who can do it? Jakur 8-0, 8 knockouts. He seems like the best fighter in Flash's history. He's been here since the start and he's stayed consistently throughout. But can Ricardo Hernandez, wow, what a fighter he is. 6-0, 6 knockouts. Both fighters with 100% knockout ratio. It's going to be a big clash. You don't want to miss it. That's happening tomorrow night. We're giving you 2 events in 1 week. We've never done this before. And then we move next week. The Flash Ali tournament. There hasn't been too much said about that, but I'm telling you, someone could win a tournament. Who knows? Who will it be? But again, we've seen so much competition throughout the lightweight and middleweight division, so let's see if they can continue, or will newcomers in this card or potentially next card shine through. We haven't seen too much of a heavyweight clash apart from me, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm willing to cut down to get to middleweight and fight there if I have to. But that is left to be unsaid. You fucking can't. But yeah, we're still waiting for a replacement opponent. I do apologize for this. we'll come back soon and we'll get this show underway. Flash Fight Night 8 starts off rocky as always, but we'll build up momentum and we'll get it all done and smoothly in orderly fashion. So we'll see you then. And here we are. Do apologise about the delay. We're about to get underway for the first fight of the card. Kane Curtis taking this on very short notice, taking on Dimitri Bivol. We were supposed to have another fight before this, but it was supposed to be Adil Parker versus Jamal McGregor. Adil didn't show up, so Jamal will get a DQ victory, and now we move on to the second fight of the main card. Dimitri Bivol 1-0, 1 KO, taking on the debut Kane Curtis, who I believe... I thought it was a heavyweight. But it doesn't matter. Here we go. Scheduled for 6 rounds. For the first fight of the night. Here we go. Kane starting off, staying in his own corner, almost duck into the uppercut by Bivol. Bivol in the black shorts. Kane just getting hit at the moment with the tan shorts with black trim. Bivol just putting on the pressure. I believe Kane is a heavyweight, and Kane's just spamming the uppercuts. He's already gassed. This is not good, and he's already stunned. And then uppercut drops in. This is gonna be ugly. Kane gets up pretty quickly as this is like 30 seconds into the first round. Good uppercut, good dodge by Dimitri. And again, another uppercut lands. Just the pressure fighting by Dimitri is just landing at will. It's just overwhelming Kane. Kane circling out of the ring. Can't use the head movement as well as Dimitri, and he gets countered yet again. And he's gassed. He's trying to circle away. Another uppercut lands for Dimitri. Dimitri just putting on the attack. Another stun. And he keeps on going. His head must be hurt. Kane just throwing out will. But Dimitri regains some stamina and a right hook. Drops him for the second time in the first round. And he gets up pretty quickly yet again. But one more can end the night. Here we go. Dimitri putting it all on. He wants that first round TKO, and that will not happen. That will be the end of the first round. But an overall demolition by Bivol. 2 knockdowns. And he's being a bit cringy saying his name. When Kane is, I'm pretty sure, level 30. Ducks into that. But just everything Kane throws is just getting dodged or blocked by Dimitri. Kane needs to utilize head movement more. Don't just side spam like he's doing. Go to the body. That was a good dodge, but he failed to comprehend anything. And he gets caught with a left overhand. Another stun and a jab and a straight. And they'll end the fight. Dimitri gets the second round knockout. It's a pretty dominant fight. Not in the first fight of the night, so Dimitri will be happy about that, but in terms of competition, it is certainly not on his level. But that ended very quickly. Now we're gonna head into the second fight of the card. Osiris Raven, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's such a fucked up name. And Pascal Montgomery will be fighting. Raven 1-1. Montgomery making his debut. But Montgomery hasn't showed yet, so let's hopefully wait and see if he does. And I am running on fucking 30 minutes sleep, so doing my best. But it's good to see that Raven is here.
getting ready to get out.
Here we are for the second fight of the night. Another cancellation, and I do apologise. Just unfortunate that people aren't showing up to their fights, even though we've given them all the information needed. And here we go, case in, taking on Harry Cruz. Cruz coming off a win last week against South Mayweather in the All Out War 2 main event, and here we go for the second fight of the card, scheduled for 6. Case making his professional debut, and it's against a really tough opponent against Harry Cruz. Cruz in the Joker pants, Case in the black and white with Grant gloves. We're already seeing a much even contest here compared to the last fight. Good combinations by Case. Both landing, and Case is already stunned. Cruz, he hold on for some reason. Maybe stamina issues, but he's moving back. He might have been hurt with one punch. Oh, and he is! He's hurt by one punch, and he's down in the first round! No way! Case is a demon so far. Getting stunned and then stunning Harry Cruz and dropping him in the early stages of round number 1. We all know that Harry can be such a demon with his punches. But oh, that somehow landed. Might be a little bit of a ping issue with my end. But Case is just landing those hooks, and they'll end round 1. Harry just unable to find an answer. He needs to duck out one of these punches. Or at least lean back. Needs to utilize his head movement way more. But so far Case is doing really well. Another right hook lands. Harry's circling away. He could be very well hurt yet again. In round 2. Working the body in the corner. Cruz needs to get out of there. Good uppercut right hook combination by Cruz. But he is on the back. He's backtracking a lot. But he has landed some good power punches. Ducks that. And he's stunned Case. But the lean back caused him to dodge one of the hooks. And the left hook Drops Case. This is gonna be a fight. And we're only round 2. Both fighters have been dropped. Good uppercut by Cruz. Good right hook by Sin. They keep on following up with punches. But with Case, he loves to throw that non-power hook and then follow up with a power hook right after. Just trying to stun him, like play stun and then hit him with a big punch. But Harry's working back good. Left hook by Harry. And they'll end round 2. Both fighters getting a knockdown apiece in the 2 rounds. Here we go, round 3. I'm just waiting until one of these fighters utilizes the body. They've been headhunting a lot. Maybe a body shot. Maybe a couple body shots could be a big difference. Because this is a very even contest. Okay, he's just trying to close the distance with the jabs getting on the inside and then throwing the hooks. But that's a good combination by Harry. Stunned him with a jab. I think he landed the uppercut, but he's hurt. I reckon, or he's either gassed. But Harry's getting out of their Case, putting a little bit more pressure. Again, closing the distance. He's really good at this. Cutting off the ring. And Cruz may well and truly be hurt. Another stun, and he is. And he's dropped yet again. He's taking his time. And he gets up around the count of 7. And Case is looking for his first professional win and his first pro KO against a 3-0 fighter. Good left hook by Harry. Good uppercut by Harry, and they'll end the round. So we've seen 3 knockdowns in 3 rounds. Can this continue on? I do not know. One more could end the fight for either fighter. It's been very even. Good left hook by Cruz. If I'm Case, I have to utilise the uppercuts. Harry's ducking down a lot more now because Case is just throwing the hooks. So you need to utilise the uppercuts. Get him to duck into one. And then pounce on from there. You need to adapt mid-fight. Good right hook. But followed up with the uppercut by Cruz. Cruz backtracking. Dodges out of those. Just been so even. Both fighters have their ups and downs. Good right hook by Sin. And a left hook by Sin. Sin's starting to land a little bit more. And I am talking about Sin. And a uppercut! He ducks into one. I said he ducks. Will it be it? Yes, it will. Sin with a 4th round knockout over the 3-0 Harry Cruz. And my voice is cracked because it is 3 in the morning. But that is a fight and a half. Wow. What a statement for your first fight in Flash. Beating Harry Cruz, who was 3-0 and arguably looking for a title. And that's been swept away. 1 win with 1 KO, K-Sin. But it's just such an entertaining fight. But yeah, we were supposed to have 5 main card fights. That turns into 3. So it'll only be a 5 fight card, which is a bit underwhelming, but what can you do? People don't show up. You can't find replacements every single time because people have stuff going on. But look at the attendance. Most of these fighters have fought. Liam Sin now making an appearance. So we do wait for the final main card fight to show up. It will be Abdul Jabbar 3-1 with 1 KO. He is moving down to middleweight, taking on the 4-1 with 3 knockouts, Manuel Perez. Again, this is scheduled for 6 rounds. This could be entertaining. It's tough. Perez, his only loss being to Bernard. And I believe he did lose his last fight on All Out War, but that does not count on records because it's all semi-exhibitions, all weight differences. But if he does lose this one, he will be 4-2. But who knows? But again, we're just waiting for Perez to show up. He's not online, which is not a good sign. And this is sorely not me and South's fault. This is not our fault at all. We've given the fighters times. We've given them everything. And for them to say, yup, they'll show, and then they don't, it's just a real pain. Because we're trying to give out the best fights possible. Like the one we just saw, which was a absolute belter of a fight. But if you don't show up, then what's the point of even signing up? Like every fight card has been 1 PM EST. So they have no excuses. They didn't. If they let us know beforehand, then it's fine. So then we have time to get a replacement. But if you just don't show after saying you will, it's just a real pain in the ass. So yeah, we'll wait. We'll hopefully try and find a replacement. If I'm pretty sure he said he's not fighting unless Parker shows up, which is a bit disappointing. It's just sad to see, man. Trying to give out the best fights possible and just We can't do anything else. We've given the times, we've given the location. I know, we've given the times, we've given the dates, we've given the opponents, we've given the way, we've given them everything they need. And they all agreed, and then they just don't show up, which is very disappointing. It's like, why bother signing up if you're not going to fight? Like, Vidal, yeah, shut the fuck up, zombie. But I think we're just going to head on to the main event, the co-main event. Which will be Liam Sin. Hopefully his opponent shows. Which is Camilo Cruz. Hopefully he does show. Haven't seen him in game. He is online, but he's using his phone, so... And he does show up. Thank the Lord. I didn't want our majority of our fights to be cancelled. But enough of that. Just keeping the same name. They can start whenever. Just get in the white. So here we go. The co-main event of the evening. Liam Sin taking on Camilo Cruz. Liam Sin looking for his get back after the unfortunate event of his era in real life situation. Here we go for the first round. Camilo working the body. Draining his head movement. It's not a good sign. Good uppercut. Good dodges by both fighters. Cruz just working the body. Good uppercut by Liam Sin. But Cruz is gassing himself, which is not a good sign. Liam Sin should be working the body a little bit more. That's what he's doing. He's just dodged. Everything is just being dodged. But Cruz is just gassing himself. Because he's using controller. I'm pretty sure because of the head movement. Just looks like he's using controller. Oh, and he stunned Liam Sin. They're just pretty much spamming head movement. Good end of the round for Liam Sin, but Camilo could have stolen the round with the stun. Remember, Camilo, this is his pro debut. And he wants to make a big impact. Liam Sin he's been wanting a belt. He wants that Jakkur fight. I think everybody in the lightweight division wants a Jakkur fight. Especially our main event, Grena Inoue taking on Zombie Jones. They want that Jakkur fight. They want the winner of Jakkur versus Ricardo tomorrow night. But could these two lightweights potentially face K-Sin? Could the Sin brothers face each other if Liam Sin were to win tonight? Don't know, I said that perfectly, and he stuns Camilo Cruz. And he's backed up into a corner, but seems okay. Might just be a stun, not anything that will knock him down, but then he ducks into the uppercut. That could be big. He's not backing off, which is a good sign. He dodges, but he can't find an answer to counter. He dodges 3 times, but just doesn't answer with anything. Now Sin's working the body, throwing the 1 and 2s. Just trying to bait Camilo to duck down to the body, and that will be a good round for Sin. But Camilo is just gassing himself, and Liam Sin is just punishing the body. If I'm Cruz, I'm working the body too. I have to get it down. I can't just spam head movement and waste stamina. I need to work the body, well, and trying not to get stunned by an uppercut, because Sin has been throwing them recently, and he needs to find some counter methods. And that's exactly what he does. He stuns Liam Sin, but Sin seems fine. It might just be a stun. And he stunned. He was gassed. And Liam Sin put the counter on him. And it worked perfectly. A left hook stuns Cruz. But Cruz comes back fighting. Oh, and another left hook. And he's stunned again. And a jab drops him for the first time in the fight. Cruz gets up pretty easily in round 3. See what Liam Sin can do, and they'll end round 3. Moving on to round 4, Liam Sin getting the first knockdown of the fight. But it was a really good, entertaining 3rd round. Both fighters got stunned. But Camilo is just gassing himself with the head movement. He's got to use it to time. He can't just spam it to be unpredictable. Good 1-2s to the body. Good right hook by Cruz, but he just backs up because he's that gassed. And Liam Sin's just using the body to perfection, and he lands his uppercut. And a jab to the body. Stuns Cruz. This could be the beginning of the end for Cruz. He's just... I think the nerves are getting to him a little bit. Just needs to calm down. Find ways to hit. If he's spamming the head movement, just work the body a little bit. But that's a good counter. Finding his way back. Sin may have him hurt here. He's landed a couple power punches, and Cruz is not throwing. But he stunned Sin. I'm pretty sure Sin ducked into an uppercut, and they'll end the round. It's tough to tell who won. I think Sin did. Liam Sin did, in fact, steal the round. But Cruz is just gassed. In round 5, and he ducks into the uppercut, but Sin didn't have much stamina, so it might have not done as much damage as he would have liked. But look at the sweat coming off Cruz. He's gassed. This could be it. He is gassed, and he's throwing 1-2s. He's slow. He needs to use the dodge to get that pace back. But Sin is just landing pretty much everything. Good right hook by Cruz. He needs to counter more. He's got the opportunities, but he just hasn't acted on them. And he gets stunned yet again. An uppercut. Close to the ropes. Sin looking to finish the job in round 5. And a left hook drops in. Can Cruz get back up? It looks like he can, and he will. Cruz needs to pretty much get a knockdown at this rate, or a knockout, to beat Sin, because Sin is winning on the cards by a long shot. Good right hook though. But he just ducks into the uppercut yet again. Sin just landing shots to perfection, and that'll be round 5 down. Here comes round 6. 6 in the final round. Can Sin get the knockout victory? Or will he likely win on points? But he stuns Cruz yet again. One more and it's surely it. And it is. He ducks into the uppercut, and that is it. He is sleeping. And Sin gets the knockout victory. So now we move on to the main event of the evening. Zombie Jones, formerly known as Bear Hunter, a new lightweight fighter. Pretty sure he has a max. I'm pretty sure he's the highest ranked in terms of levels in the game, taking on the returning Grena Inoue for the main event of the evening. Here we go for the main event of the evening. Grena got a bit confused, I think, or he just wanted to do something else, trying to get more rounds in. Here we go, the main event of the evening. Zombie Jones versus Grena Inoue. This is Zombie's debut. He was formerly known as Bear Hunter, 5-6 record with as a Flash champion, giving Bernard his only loss. And they did fight in Prospects way back last year, and Zombie and Bear did get the victory, but he can't. But he's just getting stunned. As Grena is just pounding him, but I think Zombie's having internet issues. I'm surprised he's taken that. Look at the internet issues. He's sliding all over the ring. Is bro in a boxing ring or an ice hockey rink? And he gets dropped, but Zombie's having internet issues. Not in the first round. So Grena gets a knockdown, but Zombie is having internet issues. Does that play effect? Ducks into another uppercut. But that's a great first round by Grena in his comeback fight after, I'm pretty sure, last September. Over a year ago, if maybe even more. But he gets a stun on Grena. Grena immediately clinches. He might not be that hurt, but Zombie just needs to find a way, even with his bad ping. And he does drop him! Grena trying to exit the clinch. And he does get the drop. And what is Zombie doing? He's moonwalking. And they'll end the second round. So even with the technical difficulties in the first round, Zombie does find a way to get a knockdown in the second. Zombie's doing a great job with the head movement. He's finding all the right head movements at that time. Same as Grena. We haven't really seen much counters, and that was a good pullback straight by Zombie. Zombie just not taking a step back. And he stuns Grena for a second time. Grena immediately holds yet again, so does Zombie. But Grena circling around the ring. He's not throwing. Just waiting for a counter opportunity. Good dodges. Pretty sure that was 4 or 5 in a row. And they'll end the third round. Good left hook by Grena. Counters. Zombie counters with a left hook also. Could the activity pay off for Zombie? And he's looking good. Grena trying to get into range quickly with the movement dodge, but he gets stunned and he backs off into the corner. I'm expecting a clinch by Grena anytime soon, and that is exactly what happened. Zombie clinches, or one, I don't even know what happened. I'm pretty sure he clinched straight away after he got out of it, or he might have just missed the first one. Good uppercut by Zombie. Zombie put in a little bit more pressure on. And he misses an overhand. Oh my god, that could have been it. Grena could have had a knockdown. Zombie missing an overhand, and Grena tried to counter in time, but the bell landed, and that's them both clinching at the same time. Or like right after each other. Unless if there's been an update with, if you've missed the first one, then it changes animations, but I have no idea. But here we are in the 5th round. It's been a really entertaining fight. Except for the first round, Zombie did have some technical difficulties. Yeah, they're moving back. I swear that must mean that Zombie's also clinching. Correct me if I'm wrong. Zombie trying to counter. So does Grena. Grena just throwing the hooks. Zombie circling out. He could be hurt. He could be hurt. He's in the corner. And Zombie's finally throwing, they'll end the round. Look at Zombies glitching around everywhere. And here we go, 6th and final round. I could actually see this being a draw. It is a tough decision. Will we see the first draw in Flash Boxing? It is a very rare occurrence that a draw will happen, but it's not impossible. Good right hook by Grena, good left hook again. Grena's throwing a lot, but he ducks into the uppercut, and he does drop Zombie! Can he get up? It doesn't look like it, but he does. It could be round 8. I mean, it could have been at a count of 8. If my math is right, if Grena gets out of this unscathed, he will beat Zombie Jones. And he holds on. Grena holds on. Grena putting the pressure on Zombie, just has to find a way to get a counter ASAP. Grena circling around the ring, but Zombie Jones gets the win. What? Somehow, in some way, Zombie Jones pulls through. Even with the internet difficulties. I don't know about that card. I don't know. A lot of people were saying robbed. Zombie saying he was dominating on 500 ping. But I wouldn't call 2 knockdowns dominating. Yes, he won, but I don't know. I want to see this scorecard. I want to see the scorecard, but I don't know if they've... Oh, it's tough. It's a very controversial decision. I wouldn't have said dominating. All the rounds without knockdowns were very, very close. In my opinion, I would have given Bear... I reckon it was a 3-3. I reckon it was 3 rounds to 3. With Grena getting the win with 2 knockdowns. That's how I feel. But again, I don't code the game. I'm not a judge. I'm not any of this. I'm just a commentator. I have my opinion. I'm raw. I'm real. But I guess that'll do it. We had 4 good fights. 3... Oh no, how many... Yeah, wait. How many fights do we have? I can't even remember. We had one. Yeah, we only had 4 fights this card. It's not impressive. And I do apologize for that, but... Again, if you do sign up, you gotta expect that you can make the fight. Because it's just pretty disappointing at least. But at least we did see 4 good fights. But that'll pretty much end the stream. We saw 4 good fights. But yeah, not enough to be called a flash card in my opinion. But hopefully tomorrow night, pay-per-view Vive, Jaquez Stevenson versus Ricardo Hernandez will be a much more entertaining card than this. We'll see tons of more fights. And we'll see you then. See you tomorrow night. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you're from. Peace out.